Oh, a new listener. Come for a story, I hope. Let's see. What tale shall I read tonight? Ah, here's one. This is a tale of 6 adventurers that, while not always fighting for the purest of intentions, still fought for what they hold dear. Whether that be to save another, riches, or just to spend another day in a tavern. Now, while these adventurers found themselves working together, I still don't think they knew quite what they were getting themselves into. Nevertheless, I welcome you to join me on this tale, to join me in the myth of Draconis.
How many years?
5.
5 years, okay.
And 20 years since the one.
Ah. So it's 25 years total since the last campaign.
Screen
Cool.
just went black for no reason, but whatever.
Yay, I can math.
I think it's hard.
Yeah. We got 2 druids, a fighter. Got a barbarian fighter.
I'm a warlock.
A warlock, yes.
Warlock.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Fucking patron.
Say that again?
And fuck, I guess I better come up with a patron for you then, hadn't I?
I was gonna say, am I the only one who has a character that Paul at least has some concept of? But one, Mina probably does, and two, even I just took the lazy way, quote unquote.
Preceded is that level 1 sheet that I see in my campaign list.
If it's named Dunno yet, yes.
Okay, never mind.
I don't have a name yet.
That's fine. I just wanted to know if first of all you can put it to level 3.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, actually, I think that's
Actually, I find it very funny if you just left her name as Dono. No, like Dun apostrophe E O, like DUN apostrophe O. You should keep it like that.
No, it's DUNN. Last name OH.
Ah, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Ah,
my bad.
dunno.
That makes
That's how
easier.
you gotta respell things. You make it less obvious.
Yeah.
People read it out loud to themselves and go, "No, fuck's sakes."
Gotta get creative.
Also, I like that there's Kirsten's got a level 5 School of Evocation wizard in here just called Steve.
That's all
I like
need
it.
to do is Steve.
So you're a wizard on this one?
Yeah.
Cool.
Also, you need to choose if Steve is your character for this, you need level 3.
Wait, wizard,
Oh, level
freaking
3?
nerd.
Alright, yeah.
Me saying freaking nerd to the same freaking nerd who will eventually have enough enough power to just throw meteors at me.
Steve the wizard.
Fun fact: wizards are actually the most powerful characters in the game.
Oh yeah. To be fair, the only thing, at least depending on how people do it, the only thing that really would be controlling how powerful your wizard is the DM, because I'm pretty sure you're able to control what pages they can find for their spellbook, correct?
Yes and no.
No.
I can control what extras they find. They get 2 of their choice per level. Their level up ones, they just learn. I mean,
all right, I get it.
In their spell book, but they get to choose.
I love my little birdie.
When I got 9th level spells on my highest level character, I chose your Swarm and Wish.
Magic. I always have whenever I do a magic character. Sorry.
I never did get to use Wish. I did get to do
yeah.
to hit Vecna with 100 D6.
Nice.
A
Just
fun
100.
fact: if you look at the way the spell Meteor Swarm's worded, it says you only take the fire damage once for 20 D6. It does not say you only take all the damage. If you get hit with all 4 meteors, you take 100 D6.
Oh, dang.
Also, you're starting to cut out a little.
Yeah, probably. I seem to have bad luck with it.
Now, I don't mean to be rude, but it sounded, because of the call, it sounded like he said he had bad luck of deep.
With what?
Nothing. Anyways,
We all do sometimes.
Your Wi-Fi router's holding a strike.
Mm-hmm.
The Wi-Fi routers
Oh,
rebelling against us.
It's Melphis all
it's
over
the
again. Is
cutest
Melphis
little
joining us for this? Or...
moosey baby.
Not for the one. Not for this. No.
Oh, we had a
Also, where did Proceeded
baby.
drop off to?
We had a baby horsey.
Their Wi-Fi died, like yours.
I don't think he's making
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yes.
My Wi.
I
Well,
don't
I'm
think
not
he's gonna
connected to
make it.
Wi-Fi. Discord's just a bit.
He's so cute though.
I'm hardwired. I have no idea why my sound's cutting out. It works fine when I record videos.
I was gonna say wires,
our-
but you just said it works fine with videos.
That's our newborn baby. Newborn baby horsey.
All right, so I'm gonna
All right, here
need
we go.
everyone to either
So
post their
cute.
sheets in main character campaign section, or tell me what the hell sheet from this list I'm looking at.
Aha.
Yeah, mine's in there since yesterday at 7.
No, you're
Oh.
not. I'm playing as Enrikai.
Fuck.
Oh.
And I am, in fact, going to be playing as Enrikai because I just saw what kind of warlock Proceeded to
Oh, what kind?
Oh.
Celestial.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah. Proceeded's loving that healing. It looks like some kind of healing.
Well, somebody
so
fucking
sweet.
got it because the rest of you never pick it.
Yeah, none of us picked the cleric, so.
Oh,
Or
I
you
have
pick
some.
or you have Melphis, who is a druid who doesn't pick any spells for 14.
I can't believe he did that still.
Like, I was getting annoyed at times when you guys didn't read your abilities on your character sheets. He didn't even read how his class works.
He didn't even know how to be a spellcaster.
He just changed into a fire elemental, crossed his fingers, and hoped for the best.
So, know who Underpay's playing. Know who Proceeded's playing, although they don't have a name. I think I know who Reina's playing. I see a level 3 Tabaxi Wildfire Druid in my.
Mhm. I put her in
Try
the
something.
link as well.
I see Steve, the level 5, but should be changed to level 3 Wizard.
Yeah, I just changed it.
And refresh the page. Boop. There we go. And I see Zervier, who I knew you were playing.
I love Xavier so much, but
An
I'm tempted
ice
to switch
cream shop
just due to the fact that
attached to a farm.
we
Freshborn
have a
calf with its
singular
mother
fighter
right
and then a bunch of
outside. It was so cool.
spellcasters.
Yeah, they're so cool when they
Spiders.
just got born.
Yeah.
We have
the
5
hell's wrong with
babies
that?
right now, and they're so
I
would've
would
cute.
just
like
been-
our party to not be
I love
killed
the
at a
horses.
strong breeze.
That implies
Cool.
that if I had
You know how
chosen the other character, we'd be completely screwed.
Maybe.
Cool. You know how you do that? With healers and really long distance magic.
That's true. I guess it was kind of I'm building a sniper spellcaster, so you know what? Yeah, no, fuck all of you. You all can go die. You'll be my meat shields.
I'm the new.
Also, I don't
so-
know what why you're saying that. Okay, well, I guess in your case, or some sorcerer as well, but like Celestial Warlocks could have the same dice as the fucking Cleric did last.
That's fair. Yeah, I
Give
guess
D 8 hit dice.
That's fair. Oh yeah, I like Xavier anyways. I was tempted to, but I don't think I would have ever switched off of Xavier. I'm too attached to him.
So who do I need?
Hi.
Use. Hello.
Ye-
You and you. Okay.
You.
I won't ask you cheap bastards to do it because none of you have more than 6 character slots on your.
I mean, I have an extra slot if you need something.
I just needed you to do. Yeah, the problem is it wouldn't help because I'll be able to see what I changed. Doesn't matter. I'll do it myself.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Oh my god.
I need to steal a couple of the characters
It's
in
the
this
only.
list
It's
and
the only.
add
It's the only way.
private copies of them for myself.
Excellent.
For their inevitable NP.
I'm sure.
All right. Let me get these names here. Okay, Reynold is 3.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, it makes my life easier, and it's going to be revealed pretty early anyway. And it's pretty obvious.
Revelation.
It'll be first campaign characters. Do me a favor and make a copy of Leonides and add it to the campaign.
Wait a second. Oh no.
Yeah, you got it,
I said
Reina.
how Robo
Bodes well.
Hold on.
Leo's coming.
I'm gonna
Uh-oh.
message Robo.
Copy.
Robo's not
Open the
coming.
link that I favorited because I
Damn it.
love mooching off your crap. Oh, you actually don't have a favorite.
Robo's not joining us this time. You're taking Robo's place.
Okay.
It's
Also,
pretty
now that
simple
the
doing
law-
Robo's
also
job.
the-
All you have to do is sit there and snore.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor Robo.
Also, the more I think about it, the more 7 players when you are all awake is annoying to run anyway.
Yeah.
There you go.
As it is with this group, 6 is hard to run because most of you try to talk over each other constantly, including
That's
talking
true.
over me when I'm trying to narrate.
It's called being egotistical, Paul. You gotta get with it.
The
Is that you want to
shenanigans.
die for a session?
Yeah.
I think so. That's what I heard.
In every session.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, here's the copy I forgot to unassign. Hold on. Because I'm a little dunce.
How's everybody doing? Are you guys excited?
Copy, unassigned. There you go, Paul.
I got my new art right here, and then Carson, Steve the wizard is using this
Do I not see it?
temporarily.
Very refreshing.
This guy at the far right,
Oh, unassigned
he's
characters.
temporarily using
Oh
my
yeah, they moved it to
old
the bottom.
art.
Wrong sheet. Because now
I
I'm
like
opening
the
wrong sheet. I'm trying to get
updates
my
to it though with the
character.
little birdie. I got a fire burb. Check it out. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. I love the little bird that Killer made for me.
It's a little
It's a
phoenix.
very cute bird.
My little fire bird. So cute. It's beautiful. Yes.
An insane pyromaniac that's obsessed with the economy named Richard Phoenixon.
Oh. What?
Damn.
I know him.
Hmm. All right. Are you going to be a battle master this time as well, Reynold?
Why wouldn't I be?
You know, retconning happens.
Why would I want to retcon something that doesn't need retconning?
When it's perfect, there's no need.
You're gonna
Battle
have to
Master is
disapprove
perfect, and I
yourself
love
here.
it. I wish I
Absolute
could-
perfection.
The past, we're in the future. If anything, you should have the same stuff.
Yeah. If it was the past, maybe it was like, oh, he might have been the night before. No, this is the future is now, old man.
That being said, they're, for the purposes of this, considered a different character. So, I mean, they're not, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Me and Paul worked out the stuff.
If you want to change your subclass, you are allowed to.
Oh. Hi, Carla.
I thought we already.
That being said, Battle Master is actually dope, so I don't know why you.
Oh, I know.
Why does it look like Steve does not have anything prepared?
Hey, Steve's never prepared, but he gets through it just fine.
He has no weapons equipped, no nothing.
He's learning.
He gets through it dead, but we bring him back later.
He's just ready to die at this point.
He's running a little late. He'll buff out.
Yeah.
Makes that.
Oh shoot! Steve just took an arrow to the head, and his skull got turned into putty.
You said
He'll
you made
buff
a
out.
wizard, right?
Yeah.
Why is your 17 in wisdom?
I told you
Not-
I did that.
Your casting, yeah, but I thought you were a druid. Your casting class is intelligent.
Yeah.
Oh, intelligent. Oh,
Oops.
Switch that, please.
Retcon.
This is a really wise wizard we got here. Not so smart, but real
So
wise.
much better. I was able to keep
Don't
my
get me wrong,
dinner
there's nothing wrong with
down.
a 17
Let's
wisdom for a
see.
wizard, but not if it's their highest.
And now I actually feel
An
good.
intelligent man can be tricked by almost anything, but a
Also, I need
wise
to
farmer is really the strongest of
I need to
minds.
figure out how the hell you ended up with a +3 wisdom.
Oh, have you seen Killer's killer
know
art?
how
Look at that.
happened. It's so
Pew, 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 pew. The Firebird is so cute.
But yeah, I can't
love
wait to show off that homebrew item I made that I'm never going to tell Proceed about that's in my campaign because I'm saying it's just to taunt them.
Do you have like a TV in the background?
No, that's my brother. He's talking about something.
Oh, I see what you did.
Actually, I'm gonna turn on my
I see
Discord
what
noise
you-
suppression. That might help.
Ah,
Yeah, I see what you did.
nice.
Chris,
For you, you did something that you're not. D&D Beyond allows you to do, which it shouldn't. You checkmarked changing your +2 to wisdom. But when you do that, you're supposed to also change your +1 off of wisdom. But it doesn't make you do that in Beyond, so that's why it's wrong.
Is it working now? It is working now.
Ah,
So you can put the +2 into you can get a 16 intelligence if you move it around.
can you hear him now?
Yeah, I could always hear proceeded.
No, not him. I didn't know if you heard the voice in the background
Oh.
when I turned on my push to talk.
the brother. So far, so good.
Okay, good. In that case, Crisp is working.
Crips.
Yeah, what you're going to need to do to fix your sheet, first of all, move your stats around so that intelligence is your highest because you're a wizard. And also make sure you check mark both of the origin ability score increases. Or no, if you switch the +2 to intelligence, you can leave the +1 as wisdom now, which isn't a bad idea for a wizard, or you can make con your second high. One of the two. I would do one of those.
Hmm. Oh yeah. Okay, there's Zarvir.
Zarvir, hell yeah.
Nice.
Just to not spoil all of the fun, I won't make any of the changes to the copy of needs until they're introduced.
Sorcerer, Warlock.
We're going to have a bit different layout when I.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it's all good there, Karsten. Yeah,
Namely, they're going to be chaotic.
I think he's just figuring out his character.
Well, he needs
He's got to be level 3, and he's got to have
Never
his
been that way before, so.
He should have intelligence as his highest stat, because that's his most useful one for his spells. So he's gotta fix it. No problem. You're not dumb. We're just learning.
Heterochromatic. That's a color I've never heard of before.
Oh yeah, it is 2 different colored eyes, usually. Nice.
Personally, to save on a dozen or more characters, I would have just gone blue and brown.
It's a fun way of saying
I'm also lazy.
Yeah. It just sounds
rolled
cool.
an intelligence.
I didn't even do that.
Say what?
Anyway, more on me changing later for NPC purposes later. So, couple of questions.
Here we go.
Number 1. Do you guys, we've talked about it a bit, but I want to clarify. Do you guys want like the occasional side mission and here's the main plot? Or do you want, here's 12 things, pick what you want to do?
Oh, that's a good question.
I like the idea of more side content because sometimes like the rush towards the main story can be a little overwhelming. But truly either can work for me. And figure which I'm trying to take a page out of Chicken's book and actually update my character because I use someone else.
I mean, I usually go towards what's easiest for you as the DM, since we're happy with whatever.
But I mean, if you'll let us start our own goat industry.
Right?
And if we want to do some side quests, we
You
might
can
as well. Because...
You can start your own goat industry. I can't promise an evil wizard's not going to blow them up.
Yes.
Oh, my computer's
I
finally working.
can't promise
Goat.
that God himself is going to sue us for taking over the goat industry.
Yeah.
And very well proceeded.
I'm gonna get sued.
Oh dear.
The hell did I update my character in?
I guess more so the better way
Yes,
I
one
should
of us.
rephrase that question is,
It's
do you
okay. He
even
just
want there
thinks
to
he has the
be
big
a
dumps, but
I mean,
he doesn't.
you essentially just want to do a bunch of one-shots loosely tied together and called a camp?
Oh.
Well, that truly... One, it depends on what you want to do. And two... And two... I do want, like, an overarching story, because that would be nice. But I am good if I reform.
Well, because here's the thing. If it's going to be... If you guys are like, you don't really want to big heroes, let's just do small stuff. I can find a bunch of adventures or write some. Probably mostly find them if I have to find that many individual. Tweak what I need to tweak to make them fit my own world, and find some way to put them together. Lost one of the pre-written NPCs and put someone from your backstory, and it's like, I can make that work. It really depends on how you want characters you're playing to eventually be viewed long run. Because, for example, if I'll hopefully improve on some from last time, but if we do more or less what we kind of did last time, slightly more fleshed out and longer version of it, the end result is you're probably going to be at least nationwide heroes because you a big bad evil guy.
Hell yeah.
If you do a bunch of small things, that village over there, you will probably have a small statue erected in your honor. No one else will give a shit that you. It depends on the kind of campaign you want to run. You want, like, for example, your characters from campaign 1 will almost assuredly, at least one or two, make some appearance because they changed the world.
Yeah.
If you like that idea, then while I can flush it out with some smaller stuff in between, we should probably do eventually follow this. If you don't care about that and you're just like, we just want to do a bunch of smaller stuff that I can, like I said, I can try to make some of it tie together enough that it still feels like a continuing thing, but it would be a lot less cohesive.
Okay.
It would be a lot more of me between sessions going, okay, I bought this book online full of one-shots. How do I tie them together to make them sound like they're one story? Or at least part of all one person group stuff, which is doable. It will be a very different feel the more sandboxy we make it.
Okay. Well, as long as I can do my shenanigans, I'm always happy.
Yeah.
I like the way we did it the first campaign.
You wanna go for that?
I like the way the first campaign ran, but I'd also would love like a lot of side content stuff just because it kind of pans
Mhm.
out the campaign.
Yeah.
So you want 3,000 episodes, is what you're saying?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, give me the One Piece size
Bigger
campaign.
than so be it.
Oh god.
Give us a 5-year
no.
campaign.
I am not the
10
DM.
million.
I am not the DM that will ever give you that. I can tell you right now.
Yeah,
Give us a year-long campaign, shall we?
I mean,
I mean, well,
I
we're
mean,
almost. We're getting. We almost got there.
we almost got there.
We're working on it.
I believe.
I think last campaign was like a year. Was
Like
Uh,
8
about
It's
8
months.
months.
Yeah. Yeah. Almost a year.
Mhm.
I was about to say only 8
Uh,
months.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably about
Like a-
7.
Yeah.
Probably about 7 of gameplay because I think we had to miss a couple weeks.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, well, we had ended on what, session 30 or something like that.
Yeah.
You only
Oh.
do it once a week is why it took so long.
Oh, if we did it more than once a week, yeah, it would have been done in like 2 months.
Oh yeah.
Once a week is a healthy number.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
that's
very
like just
healthy.
the good perfect number.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
know-
playing the same character that more than can be doable. Like if you did it in the kind of server that I help run, where be more one shot. There are some overarching shots, but be a lot more one shots. But running a campaign more than once a week, especially with DM being an adult who has other things to deal with in a week, is not feasible.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be possible.
It also just gets to be too much at times because I would run that much. Not everyone wants to play that much D&D. They think they do until they have to.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do have very basic outline of a plot to eventually go on. I haven't customized it at all. I was waiting to talk to everyone and see, do you guys even want to bother doing that type of gameplay? Because if not, I'll just go to fucking Beyond and buy a couple of their, like, here's 30 fucking one-shot books, and I'll just rewrite them to fit where we are. It does not matter to me.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as, like, assuming most of us go beyond 2 campaigns, those of you that, assuming we continue playing after, which we probably will, one thing that will very likely be different is since I'll probably set it in a different country and or continent again, if you do a lot of small stuff, you'll have to and you ever want to meet yourselves as NPCs, which you all seem to be into doing, you'd pretty much have to go to the country, travel to the country they were in, because outside that country, no one's going to know who the hell they are. Meaning they likely never left. As opposed to like the likelihood that characters that changed the entire planet would at least be offered by people, hey, do you want to come visit this other country? We have ways to get you here. Things like that. That would be the biggest obvious in-game difference as far as lore-wise, is if you do a lot more small stuff, the area you did it in will probably know you even more so than if you did one big thing, but nobody else would. You may never see yourselves again after that, if that's something you're still interested in. Unless by happens. Alternatively, I can try to do a little bit of both and just sort of present things and you decide which ones you want to pick, and one of them will be what I had in mind for a larger arc and end up picking it eventually, then we'll go on it, and if you don't, we won't. And it'll still happen in the background. It'll just be you guys will show up to a town one day and you'll be like, "Oh, there's a big party going on in the capital city. What's going on?" "Oh, this group of NPC adventurers just stopped some really big bad guy. We probably should have looked into that if we wanted to get the glory for that. Or we don't care that we didn't get the glory for it. We made our own money."
Yeah. I'm okay with being side characters.
Oh, I feel like I'd probably want to look into the main event at some point. But
Good
still.
night, Carla.
Yeah.
Also, not going to tell you which one.
Oh, that's right.
I'm just going to start picking plots. And if they're ones I got out of pre-written books or whatever, I'm going to change names, locations, etc. Reword some things so it's not obvious which ones are from which books. And then I'll write just the intro part that will be very, very loosely tied. Like, oh, you hear a rumor of X, Y, and Z that could be about 10 different things. If you happen to pick it, you'll eventually find the main campaign. Either way, I will tell you, the story that I have at least roughly in my head is going to happen in the world, whether you find it or want to take part in it or not. If you tell me before the end of this, we're just going to do a bunch of little one-shots, go for it. I'm still going to be writing lore in the background of X, Y, and Z that they could have stopped took place. And then I'll probably just roll NPCs back and forth to see who wins. And one day you might find you might be level like 14 and like you were at the end of the last one and be like, huh, why does everything around us look different? Why does it look like someone blew up the world?
Oop.
Whoops. I'm not. I don't say that in a guilty way. What I mean is I have ways that I can make the threads I had in my main campaign happen in the background. Should you not care to look into?
Now you said if we go this route, the main campaign stuff won't be so obvious.
No, I'm saying I'm trying to do my best so that you never know which one's the main campaign until you get deep enough into it. I'm just going to lay out some plot threads, one of which will eventually tie back to the main campaign. Alternatively, I can do my best to have some of the side quests themselves try to tie back into it. But then that's kind of just what I did with all your backstories in the first campaign. We just ended up at the same place.
I like the sound of that.
I just didn't do quite as many actual side missions. Kind of tied it all together for the first one. I'm going to try and include a few more things like that. Anyway, just to see if I can figure out how, because I've never really done it before. I'm used to running book adventures, which are like, there's 3 or 4 side quests they can go on, but really all of them eventually drop hints of the main quest. Oh, okay. So it's the illusion of choice. They can choose which way to get to the finale, but they're eventually getting to the finale.
Sounds good to me.
So that might be how I try to structure. Seems like you guys kind of want a little bit of both of them. Whether I'll succeed at it is a completely different discussion, but I will attempt it.
Let's do it.
So.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be the best campaign ever. Mm-hmm.
Do any of you intend on... I mean, you're going to be 3rd level, so you're going to already be a party together. Period. We're not starting at 3rd level and somehow you guys have never met. When literally in most kingdoms, a 3rd level adventurer is retiring at 3rd level and becoming like the head of an army because they're already stronger than everyone else. 3rd level adventurers at least know each other exist if you're going to be a group of them, I'd prefer you were just already a group to explain why you're third level. Which begs the question, do any of you want to, either amongst yourselves or each other or me or any of the above, discuss, did any of you come into the party when you were level 1 already knowing each other? Because if you have any past connections to each other besides the implied travel to level 3, they want to work with each other and or me to figure out what that is. So like if Proceeded's like, I want my warlock to be friends with Shadow's character from, when we were kids. Okay. Well, here's a list. What area of the world do you both want to agree to be from? Your friends as children. You don't have teleportation magic when you're 5. So what continent did you grow up in? What country do you want to say you're from? And I can come tell you a list of town names I had planned for when we eventually traveled there. Which town do you want to be? That sort of thing. Also, I do not need 40-page backstories.
But you want them?
I kept mine simple and
I
exploitable.
heard you wanted them.
You wanted them?
I
heard from the people outside my house that you wanted them.
If you want all of it deleted and never used, send me more than 2 pages.
Okay.
Send me more than 2 pages. Everything past the 2nd page will not happen.
I love how it initially was 1 page. I'm glad we've increased it to 2 pages. I appreciate
it
that.
should be 1 page. I just know some of you won't fucking stop at 1 page, no matter how much I beg of you to do so.
Please, no more.
I wrote a 5-paragraph MLA.
I don't need a novel. I just need the bullet points. What happened?
He's talking.
What happened to my character? So, I think so too.
I don't even know how to write. I'm illiterate.
Nice.
I just kept mine short and exploitable.
Do it.
So did I.
Don't worry, Bo. Mine's gonna be long.
Say I teleported in.
That's okay, because if you hit more than 2 pages, your story just stops.
I'll make sure just to hit right before that 2nd page mark.
So I would strongly suggest, if you're going to try to do more than 2 pages and take a chance on what I keep and don't keep, don't do it in chronological order. Because what'll happen is you'll get to 2 pages and be like, by the time I was 8, and then your backstory from 8 to whatever age you are now, just won't exist. You won't have one.
Right.
You came into this world as an 8-year-old.
Or
2
you
pages
are now,
in what?
Or you are now 8.
I better update my thing.
2 pages. 8.5. 2 pages. 2 pages. 1-sided each. 8.5 by 11 letter. What you would hand in for your classroom.
Okay, okay.
I appreciate you dealing with my bullshit writing ball. Thank you.
And the font. Make sure the font's not too small.
I'm still not going to deal with it. I'm just going to turn it into bullet points.
Oh yeah, you already did. You already kind of bullet pointed it. So I appreciate you making my god awful writing more readable for everyone.
I'll make sure to go on Google Docs and put the size to 1, so it all fits.
Oh, I'm still not gonna lie. I wrote all my.
The font.
Let's also be clear. If I can't read the font that you chose, I'm not reading it.
Then you get nothing.
I wrote all mine on the Google Doc, and it was like 2.5 pages. I'm like, fuck, what am I doing? I had to get rid of so much.
I would do that.
I would have. Problem. You all want more side quests, and even though I had to finagle some of it to fit it because I wanted to put it all together and make it work. We were like, "Oh, you used the main parts of our backstories last time." Yes, and I would like to again, but I have to be able to figure out what the main parts are first. If you're 23 years old and you've already raided and killed a dragon's horde, I have nothing for you. You're already a legend. Retire the character.
Mina, my Fugi, whatever it's reactive image for your stream is out of. So I'm gonna put in some placeholder ones of my character avatar if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if
Perfect.
updates live on your stream.
Yeah, it should.
Also, I'm not.
It's there you go. It's not a
Zero
PNG. Whoops.
If they happen to be around,
Oh yeah.
chat or anything,
Yeah.
zero pressure on this. Do whatever you got to do. Killer, take as long as you need to for art. I'm not bothering to start at least until everyone's got their PNG. I'm also not going to be ready to start much before that anyway, because I still have a lot of shit to do. But everyone seems to really want to start, so I'm just going to probably pull half of it out of my hand.
Oh, we can.
I mean,
we can wait.
no, Paul. Take your time.
Yeah, we can be patient.
I mean,
have
I'd
my
love to
doubts about
play. I'd love to play, in 23 minutes, but I can wait a month or whatever time you need.
Shadow, I have a one-shot specifically designed to kill you. Would you like to play that right now?
Fantastic.
nice.
Let me write another 5-page story real quick.
Oh my god.
It's called Two Dragons, One Shadow. Sound familiar?
Oh jeez.
Hold on.
Oh.
If this one shot specifically made to kill somebody, I guess I'm signing up then.
Do it.
Yeah.
That's kind of one
There,
shot.
there we go. Underpaid. I put a link for a website that you can remove the background.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's nice. Super nice. Oh yeah. And I feel like
that's smooth.
Nice, right?
Yeah, I use that from the PNG I have right now.
Yeah. Very nice.
It requires a credit. I'll just download the preview. Oops, I closed your.
I keep forgetting I've been working on this web document with all my notes in like 3 different phones, tablets, and computers. So I have to keep telling the dictionaries on all of them that the words are correct. Also, I changed the name of one of the gods because I realized it sounded very close to a racial slur accidentally.
Oh,
oops.
That's not good.
Oh no!
What god did you
No,
change?
we can't have that.
Nope, don't need to tell me that one. I just checked the list.
Yeah,
I found that pretty quickly.
I never really had to say it much in the first campaign, so it never really stuck with me.
Wait, hold on. Where is this?
So that's been changed real quick. That's now Notaro.
That sounds a lot better. Wow.
Wait, where is this to look?
Debating still changing it slightly further
Oh,
to
yep.
New Notaro. It kind of flows easier to say, but then it sounds a lot like a Mortal
So much for a
Kombat.
god of peace, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't even notice that on the first read.
That is a peace. That is a peace god. It is a peace god.
Peace for who?
It's a word of endearment among the peace people.
It's literally the same thing as like the one Japanese word for run. Like it sounds like something else, a racial slur in English, but it doesn't even mean that Japanese.
Yeah.
Proceed, you know the word because it's from that one show we both watched.
Probably.
I was less worried about the spelling until I started realizing how I was playing it, and I went, "Oh, let's with the quality of Discord
Let's not do
microphones,
that.
with the quality of Discord recordings, let's maybe not do that."
I'm just glad that no one chose a freaking peace domain.
It would be
good idea.
It would be slightly risky, even with like Critical Role quality recording, but at least it'd be clear what I was actually saying.
Mm-hmm.
With practically breaking all the time Discord audio on our like recordings and streams, I'm changing that.
Yeah.
Probably best.
And have since done so. Also, I have named the actual. I mean, I'm sure there will be like old versions of them that are culty, but I have named the city appropriate official religious places, which I'll actually share with you. It's stuff your characters will. It's the same in every. in this world, there's only the 8 gods, so they're the same everywhere. Helmet's temples are known as the Temple of Blood and Steel. Otaro, I've now so I don't get shot. Is the Temple of the Rainbow Dove.
Nice.
Ooh.
Bandari is the Temple of the White Rose.
Ooh.
Onamu, shocking no one who actually read which gods have which names, is the
Got
Temple of the
'em.
Black Rose.
Yep.
Oh, beautiful.
Brenna, the goddess of logic, is the Temple of the Abacus. Don't know what an abacus is? Look it up.
Okay.
Look it up normally, or is this a private incognito mode lookup?
No, I mean literally Google abacus, ABACUS, and you'll see what the holy symbol of the logic god.
Oh.
It's a old math.
Oh, one of these.
Counting frame?
Yeah, little beads to count.
Yeah, the little bead things.
Mhm.
Like what you've seen in every cartoon, but know what they're called.
Yeah, they're called
I never
abacus.
knew they would code that.
This one will actually tell you what the holy symbol is, the name of the temple chain. I don't like saying chain for a holy site, but they're all the same across the planet, so it is essentially a chain of temples. The chaos gods temples are called the Temple of the Wild, instead of directly mentioning the holy symbol, because their holy symbol is 2 wild things combined, depending on your definition of wild.
We're all wild here.
The holy symbol is a lion who's a full body like cast of a lion, and the mane is made out of fire.
Ooh, fire.
Fire.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of fire. Yeah. Holy symbols as we come to Fergus, the god of
Did my
creation. The
messages
Temple of
get
the Phoenix.
deleted? They shouldn't have. I still see them. Welcome,
And
proceeded.
Farhave, the god of the
Nice.
temple whose temple is about destruction, the Temple of Embers.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Want to guess what the 2 halves of that similar sounding symbol are? Fergus is a phoenix rising from the ashes.
Yep.
Ooh.
Farhave is a phoenix dying and becoming ashes.
Yep. That makes sense.
I was originally going to put Farhave as just the Temple of the Phoenix and Fergus as something else. But the idea of Farhave not being destruction doesn't always mean evil. It just means natural. But then I was like, I like the impossible, like with the roses, have something that actually, for the ones that are more not at odds, because like I said, the way I treat my gods is a little bit different, but like their concepts are naturally opposite. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make the creation one the Phoenix rising, destruction one the Phoenix dying, being reborn.
Yeah.
Because that's basically the idea of how I intend residents of the world, Yurtoth, to view the god of destruction, much like how they call in a winter they call it the rebirth. Because everything has to be harvested, and then the plants they were harvested from die, regrow again next season. Because, nature's fun.
Woohoo.
Also very much looking forward to you guys getting to the city and meeting some of the characters I have in mind for you to meet. Like each temple's NPC. Technically there's a bunch, but I gave one like an actual this is the person you ask for when you need a favor done. And
big favors.
I've also plotted out, at least in writing, how the map is going to look for this capital city. I just need to actually make it. Trying to figure out the best way to do that. Honestly, it might just be to get a hold of tailor or someone their equivalent and be like, who's a good sketcher, and be like, do me like a pencil sketch of this, and then or a digital equivalent thereof, and then with these descriptions, and when it's sent to me, I'll overlay it onto my world map maker and put land underneath of it. Because even using a city generator, I can't. It still randomly generates a lot of stuff, so it wouldn't be exactly the way I want it. So I may just have to build it piece by piece too. I don't know. We'll see. Won't be hitting that town for probably at least the third session. With some time to work with stuff. But since it is the biggest city, and once you get there, you'll probably spend a decent amount of time coming in and out of it to go to other places. It's gonna have a few fun things in it, like you're gonna go somewhere that isn't the middle of the city. This gonna have Legas, a proper inn and tavern.
My gosh. Also, Paul, total side note, how do you spell the new name for the Peace God?
Oh, it's Notaru.
Thank you.
Debating the last U being switched to a second O, but then it sounds an awful lot like some of the bosses from the early Mortal Kombat games.
Or Hamtaro.
I might also just switch his name to Hentai. I don't know.
Perfect.
That's a lot better, yeah.
Love it.
That's a good one.
Oh my god.
Real easy to remember.
No, it'll either stay Notaru, or like I said, if I decide to come to grips with the slightly easier to flow when you say it, Mortal Kombat 2 sounding, it become Notaru. But I'll probably leave it the way I just told you.
I was thinking Hamtaro because the hamster cartoon.
Yeah, but that'd be the Temple of the Rainbow Hamster, not Temple of the Rainbow Dove.
True. Oh well. What can you do?
Shocking no one, the holy symbol for the Temple of the Rainbow Dove is a rainbow painted dove.
Ooh, I like it.
You don't say. I couldn't have guessed that.
I actually introduced the Temple of Blood and Steel before the end of the last campaign.
Was that the guy, one of the guys who kidnapped us?
No, that was the one I told you that you were wearing.
Oh, was it?
Or no?
Farhog?
Oh yeah, it might have been one of those.
I thought it was it Chaos?
No, sorry, you dealt with your one-shot character, I believe, was follower.
My one-shot character was oh yeah, he was Blood and Steel. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was a war paladin or cleric or something.
A war barbarian.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you would have been wearing it. A metal gauntleted hand with a purple flame around. I know I described it at some point because that was the one I already had before I started making up this. The rest of them I basically made up while making the town. I was like, what sounds good and fits the theme I'm going for?
Yeah, well,
I was like, the real life symbol for peace is a dove. Sort of hippies like rainbow. The old hippies, it's also the symbol for accepting people of different things. I'm like,
yeah,
I was going to put them together. Also got inspired by my by the familiar for one of my Ars Druid familiar server, which is a rainbow cat.
Ooh, awesome.
Rainbow cat.
I may have shown before, I can't remember, but I'm going to post it in the chat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Shadow. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured it'd come in use, so I'd write it down.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a weird looking dog.
No Taru.
It's a cat.
Oh.
Yeah, like I said,
Aw.
weird looking dog.
I love it.
Oh my god,
Aw.
underpaid.
And yes, he has his own character sheet. Not because he's a familiar, but because one of the other DMs in my server came up with a concept called Critter Guard, where you play as your familiars or pets with their own characters, special for just that character sheets. Everyone's a certain level. They never the Critter Guard characters never level. Their sheets stay the same every time. But whichever person like let's say I have 3 characters that have familiar and or pet. Whichever pet I send on the mission, instead of leveling up those sheets, they get the character that they are belonging to's character sheet session of experience.
That's pretty cool.
So if I were to run something like that here, I'll get decided to take on their wizard the Find Familiar spell, and they summon a raven. A lot of people like to use. It would make, following the same rules we follow in the server for the critters, would all come up with some kind of pet or whatever to represent you. That was, in our case, we do level 5. They would have their own sheet class, they're a ranger and whatever. And instead of them leveling up at the end of session, the person character that they belong to would get the credit for the experience. Because in our server, we level by experience instead of milestones, because one-shots.
Yeah.
And not every one-shot, like a week or 2 ago, one of my friends that is also in Canada, so a lot of people in that server are from Europe, so we tend to miss each other for times we can play together. But there's a handful of us from North America, either the States or Canada, in the server that kind of play a lot together, so we can play. And she ran me. She lives across the country from me, but still in Canada. She ran me through a session that was like role play driven, and you had to solve some riddles and puzzles, and I solved them all in 40 minutes. That was the whole session.
Nice.
So obviously, I would not, we're not going to use milestones for that because that's not get me a full level. So we just do a session's worth. Each session is worth the same, and when you hit the right number of experience points. It's actually quite a simple formula we use. If you play by experience, the actual Dungeon Master's Guide gives you, here's how much experience you need to get to a level. And then what we do with that is we go, okay, start as level 1, need 300 experience to get to level 2. So one session will give you the 300, one session gets you to level 2. Now to get from 2 to 3, you need 2 sessions. 3 to 4, you need 3 sessions. You get from 4 to 5, you need 4 sessions. Between 5th level and 20th, all of them take 5 sessions. Because it divides quite evenly.
Cool. Yeah.
Turns out, if you do the math, the guys who designed the experience for 5th edition did the math as well, and they figured out you can break this into even 5s once you're 5th level and up. Quite a fun concept. Have an idea. To answer your second question, underpaid, you can tell me now or when we're done. I don't. For your first question, I don't really know what you mean.
What you mean?
So, what I will say,
Did you cut out there?
I just stopped talking.
He stopped. I sent him something.
Yes, I understand that. If you want to make any changes to any of your sheets before we start, in the next however many weeks it takes me to feel like I'm ready to start, that's fine. Tell me that you made the changes and approximately what you changed, subclasses, spells, etc. As ideally, I'd like to know what you're going to have equipped, whether it be spells, weapons, etc. when I write the first session, so that I write it around your characters. Like with the idea being, maybe I'll make a challenge that one of you is better at because you're the tank, or make a challenge that I want you guys to feel like is really easy because it's the first session, so I make it something that your magic will be really easy on, that kind of thing. I need to know what all of that is when I start writing. So once I've told you, and I'll tell you when I'm ready to do it. Once I've told you, hey, I'm beginning to write your first adventure, don't change your character sheet after without talking to me.
Cool.
Up until that point, I'd still like to know what changes you made, but you can change them as many times as you. But I definitely extra need to be told if you're going to change anything after I say, hey, I've started writing the first session, or because I'm probably going to base it, at least the intro sessions, off of whatever you tell me you're starting with, in order so that I can make sure you get to use it properly. But yes, underpaid, as I was saying to your text messages. I'm very aware of what you sent me. Still not sure I follow what your original question. You're saying, can I die of old age? And the answer is no.
Okay, good.
I don't know why we're hiding this. It literally says on your character sheet what your class is, what your stuff is.
Wait
I mean,
are you saying he's a reborn?
He's a reborn? No.
My gosh.
I'm more so, I DM you
Let's
this
see.
just because I don't feel like saying it.
Let's see.
Too much
Let's just analyze this. I'm pretty sure he was already a reborn when he in the one shot.
Sure.
Then he was presumed dead. End of the one shot. It's 20 years later and he's wandering around. Chances are something ain't right there.
Yeah.
Also, literally just click on his D&D Beyond, like, tell you his fucking lineage.
I've been looking at the lineage, but for some reason, the freaking entire glob they decided to put all the heritages into, which is for some reason all one thing, doesn't mention anything about reborn aging. Unless I'm just, blind.
You don't generally age. I have a reason for it.
Cool.
In which case, you still wouldn't really age. I would say your body make it change to look older.
Alrighty.
You're kind of only half alive when you're reborn.
Yeah.
We have that in common.
Like a
zombie? I think I also sent you the other reason why he's so fucked up, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'll have to go through all the stuff. Also, for the love of God, if you guys could, especially if you insist on writing the absolute fucking maximum for your backstories and tormenting me, can you at least save them as a document and send it to me? So that it's formatted and not just 27 messages in Discord that I can't find later?
You're also welcome.
It's really not hard to type into WordPad.
Oh no, I've sent that all to you and realized like, I should have sent that in the Google Docs, shouldn't I?
Google Docs, Microsoft Word.
Yeah,
there's basically an open software like homemade version of Word that I use on my computer. Open Office. Get that.
Welcome,
anything.
Sonic.
Something that formats it, please.
I feel like this is an intervention for me not writing as much.
just maybe.
You need to write about 3 less pages.
Okay. I'll remember that next time. I'll make just Some nobody.
Chicken, if you're gonna be the new Robo, you don't need to worry about a backstory because Robo didn't write one last.
Fantastic.
Robo's entire backstory is I'm gonna have a weird name for my character. No actually explained reason.
Steve is just there, man.
I'm not talking about Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about Robo.
He's the new Robo.
An elf named Steve sounds weird until you remember it's Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Literally could be a full-blood elf whose parents died in a war and got adopted by two humans, and they were like, "We need a name for him. We can Steve now."
Perfect.
Like, that literally
Dungeons and doggies.
is a
Dungeons
little
and
on the sillier
daddies.
side for a long-term campaign, and not say, but genuinely, if you turned that in a page-long actual story, it could essentially be parents died in a war, was found by humans, adopted, and humans couldn't pronounce the elven name they found pinned to his blanket, so they started calling him Steve.
That'd be funny.
Does it fill that in with actual dramatic wording and details, and that's actually a genuine story for why an elf is named Steve.
Perfect.
Also, could just be that. Also, it doesn't even have to be that dramatic. It could just be he got tired of dealing with a lot of common speakers who didn't speak Elvish and couldn't say his name right because they couldn't put the right Elvish accents on it. So he just found the common equivalent, and it turned out to be Steve. If you take my name, translate it, basically no common and Elvish, and the most direct translation from Elvish to common that still sounds like an actual person's name is Steven. So I'm Steve now. Because I'm tired of people not saying my Elven name correctly. Literally, little things like that. But meanwhile, the rest of you are there's a couple of you that are all right, so for the DM even has a chance to try and mess with my character. He's been burned at the stake. He's been brought back to life. He's been tortured. He's had his legs ripped off.
All right.
Somehow he's had his legs reattached. His daddy issues and mommy issues and sister issues. Brother hates him. His grandpa may or may not have been Hitler. The stuff you guys come up with.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm just like, no wonder I had to combine all your backstories for mixed trauma, because that was the only way to add any to it at that point. How do I add more trauma to these characters? Okay, I know how, because his trauma and her trauma and his trauma are all the same cause. That's how.
That worked out perfect.
I'm here to I'm just trying to make your life as hard as possible.
Don't get me wrong. I want this to be very clear. I am not complaining that you guys are excited to write backstory, because let me tell you, it is. I would be dreading trying to figure out how to not just always run a railroaded start to end novel style campaign without the backstory.
More is better than less.
The thing, by the way.
No, more is better. More is better than none.
Okay.
Somewhere between more and none is better.
I feel like there's a lot of hate coming towards me.
This is all directed. Yeah.
And it's absolutely deserved. Well earned.
I want to say
he knows what he did.
You've only made, not including one shots, because you're the type who, even a one shot, you like to have at least a little backstory, and that's fine. Whatever makes you comfortable. But genuinely, you're only two real long-term characters, and I've sorted through 7 pages of backstory.
I want to say I would have written so much backstory for Maya if I didn't write it 5 minutes before the first session.
Oh, yours was great. Yours was just, hey, at some point, don't forget that my one-shot character is my brother. It was essentially your bad.
Basically.
Nice.
See, the last campaign, I had to make up for Robo and Proceeded. I was just making up for their backstories.
Oh
It
yes.
can't be, yeah.
Keep in mind, you sent me your 17 pages before you even knew that it was.
I just knew, you know.
Yeah,
I
he just knew.
I just knew.
Hmm.
It was.
Well, that's
I'm pretty
okay.
sure each personality had a 2-3 page backstory.
Oh my
So-
god, that's
oh
right.
yeah, it's
I forgot about that.
it's yeah, no, it's it was a problem. But this guy only has one personality. I promise.
Phew.
He's
What?
only just him.
Well, for now.
How
Well,
many
don't-
pages of backstory she's gonna have this
Well, I
time?
put one in.
Well,
Yeah,
don't
at
worry.
least.
Oh no, don't worry because my
Oh,
character is gonna be just she had a really
Yeah,
nice life, no trauma.
Listen.
She just got bored.
Genuinely though, if you
Oh, my character's gonna have a lot of trauma.
genuinely though, if you're gonna go for the tropey, nothing wrong with tropes, but if you're gonna go the tropey, part of why I'm an adventurer is to escape a bunch of other traumas. Please make sure they're at least it's fantasy, so you don't need to. So like it can be orc kidnapped me and raised me wrong or something, but please make it based in enough logic that I can find a way to still make you go through something afterwards. Like I said, I always say this is an over dramatic example, but like maybe don't slay a dragon in your backstory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people do that, and I'm like, okay, you've killed the most famous, one of the toughest, and certainly the most famous monster that the game name is literally based on. Where am I supposed to take your character that you haven't already been?
He's done it all.
You've literally done what most adventurers say in and out of character is their number one goal. It's called Dungeons and Dragons. I want to slay a dragon. Well, you did in your
Yeah.
backstory. So what the hell do I do for you now?
Then again, doing a backstory with
I don't know,
slaying
give
the
him a
dragon
bastard
also
child.
is presuming them to be
Yeah.
way stronger than they should be.
Now, if someone were going to do the campaign we're about to run with one of the characters in particular we're about to run would be the closest thing to making sense. Because when you're reborn, you aren't who you used to be. You don't remember shit.
You don't remember most crap, but what you do is either unimportant or is very vague.
Like basically your body remembers how to be a human being.
Yeah.
All of it. Like, that's why they sort of imply that like when you're a reborn, it's not hard to like fake breathing so that people don't detect you're a reborn if you don't want them, because your brain still remembers what it felt like to breathe. As long as you're focusing on it, you can still make it seem like you're breathing. When I shouldn't even say that. Technically speaking, if you did the motion of breathing, you still have lungs, just don't require the use of them.
Hold on, you're cutting out. I'm gonna have to rejoin.
I'm cutting
Yes, it
out.
is.
It's probably because I need to.
I do it to make you feel
Underbait's character is just Leo reborn.
Pretty
No.
much. Pretty much.
My character, the idea at least, is too pissed to die.
Good Sam.
Yeah, same.
Let's do
That's a very
Hmm.
brutal.
The best thing to do is to be.
It's gonna be real fun when I
Euphemism.
kill him, then, isn't it?
Oh, it's gonna be real fun. And then he just wakes up 5 years later after the story ends and like, wait, what happened?
No, it's gonna be great when I just kill him.
Oh, you mean like turn to dust?
Yeah, Ash's body.
Yeah.
I just force him to die.
And proceeded. That's one on the plagiarism counter. For what you
What?
sent me. For what you sent me.
How is that plagiarism?
I already chose reborn gifts. But no.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying for this.
Oh yeah, I know. That does sound interesting though. That would be kind of fun.
No,
I don't. What?
Why does it remind me of a certain character? Like I've seen in media. Actually, that trope's been done a billion times. Never. I don't mean that to be rude. I just mean I thought I was thinking of a specific character, but then I felt no, wait, that trope's been done in multiple ways. That might be what I'm thinking of.
You want to, if you genuinely, and if you're not just trying to be a fucking troll, and I'm not saying you are. This is my rule of thumb for playing with me as a DM, especially for a long-term thing. If you're genuinely interested in trying to do something that's either within the rules of the game or it's lightly homebrewy, understand what you're going for, we can talk about it. But generally, especially if it fits within official content, if you're trying to come up with like a concept of a character and you're like, okay, Reborn fits this and da-da-da, that's whatever, and it's just being tropey you're worried about, there's only so many goddamn stories to tell.
Oh yeah.
Like I grew up a big pro wrestling fan. In pro wrestling, there's pretty much 5 types of story that just get done different grouping. I want to be the champion. Hate you. Took my girlfriend. You stole my property, or you destroyed something of mine. I care about. That's pretty much it.
You killed me, and I can't remember anything else, so I'm at. That's basically what my thing is. And Proceed, your idea is actually kind of good.
I know. Now I really want to do that idea, but you're already a wee bone.
Just do it in another campaign, or wait for me to die. I'm pretty sure it's not that hard to find someone who knows Disintegrate.
I mean, we'll just be a zombie club.
Yeah, let's everyone hop up the train.
We'll just bring the noble back.
Listen, if you all decided you wanted to play Reborn, I know exactly how the adventures do that.
Yeah.
You were all level 3 adventurers. The adventure you got to level 3 on, you all died on it, and you woke up and went, "What the hell happened?"
That's actually cool.
First of all, why don't any of us remember why we were in this place that we woke up in?
Yeah.
Why do we not remember turning into these weird pale versions of ourselves? But we remember each other. And what do we want to do? What are we doing about it now?
Nice.
That literally is that's probably when I'd be like, if you genuinely all came back and you know what, we all decided to be Reborn. That's probably the moment I go, okay, I'm throwing out my original campaign idea, and the campaign is you guys figuring out how you died.
I like that.
I actually know someone in real life who's doing their own campaign, and they told me what the twist was going to be when their players find it out. It's going to turn out they're all going to be dead, or something like that. And they're like in the afterlife or something they never realize.
And you like drop hints? Like you gotta drop hints throughout the story.
I think they are. I'm not in their server right now, and I'm not in the campaign. Obviously, I just know about it. They've told me about it.
Yeah.
But I wonder how that is gonna plan out for their players. And for all you know, Proceed, your character might be dead in my campaign, but
as long as they're not watching this, they're not one of the 6 people.
It's like a 1 in a bajillion chance they would be.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, you never know. They're like, oh, not like this. Spoiler alerts.
Oh, alert, they're dead.
They never knew. Just like that one movie, The Sixth Sense.
Yeah, he's gonna cast Finger of Death, and small spoiler alert, you're dead.
Dun, dun, dun.
As in, there's now a hole in you, and you became a zombie.
No.
Interesting.
I was debating, honestly, I was debating on doing that to do in my campaign.
I was gonna say, if you want, I can just kill your character quick. No.
Oh, no.
No.
Well, my character has left her home because she was running away from a lover that was a little too committed. I wasn't ready to settle down.
Shocking.
Character.
But your last one was too, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, she was ready to settle down at the end of the campaign.
I think Mina just likes very
Alright.
indecisive characters.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I made a
That's like
decision.
Reina.
Why do I feel like I need to like find your husband and be like, you Doug, your wife plays non-committal characters. Keep an eye on.
I know, right? You might need to ask some questions. Have a conversation.
I have a
Oh,
chaotic
man.
Proceed, you're gonna know who I'm talking about because you're in this campaign. But one of the characters in my campaign I run on Fridays, they're like this bard for some reason. They're like chaotic evil for some reason. I don't know. They only used Crown of Madness so that this one boss character wouldn't attack them in the party and instead attack innocent civilians in the street. But hey, no. I read into a backstory a bit more when I realized, oh hey, they had this like proposed marriage that they ran away from. Well, time to abuse them with this the next town they get to, and have them get ambushed by a bunch of thugs hired off by the person they're being forced to get married to.
And then we absolutely destroyed those thugs.
You didn't absolutely destroy them. I almost killed Ren. But
Okay, that's Ren.
Varric will be back.
No, wait. When was?
Oh,
when he?
Ren was
I don't
there,
think he
yes,
was.
and Ren
Okay.
almost did. I think one of you did get. No, did one of you get downed? I forget.
Maybe. I don't know.
But anyways, they ended up finding one of the thugs that ran away into the town, and they ended up helping his mom with leprosy or something. But anyways.
so yeah, so it charms.
Anyways, they completely derailed the entire thing, and I love them.
What? So it charms
Very
them.
excited for you guys to find out what happened to all your characters.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I imagine I know what happened to my character.
Okay, Reina had a happy ending. She got back together with her family.
I think he's talking about our level 3 characters, like how did we meet, but...
Oh.
No, definitely not.
Oh, okay. Anyways.
Okay, yeah.
I think Zen's doing Zen things.
Zen things, I like it.
Yeah.
He's Zen, you know, he's chill, he's calm.
I think, I think Amaya is running the temple.
Leonie's
doing adventures with Lobos.
He's doing Tai Chi at the beach.
You keep interrupting people.
Just continue.
I don't know. I just start talking as soon as someone else's voice starts to pick up.
I know.
Someone please continue to interrupt Leonides. Leonides, underpaid. Why am I calling you Leonides?
Leo is just a good name.
I know, but you're underpaid, not Leonides.
It's easier to say.
Underpaid.
I called you Leonides for so long.
Yeah.
Underpaid
just
No, it's like freaking Doofenshmirtz. Underpaid Leo? Puts on like a wig of like really long hair.
I've just been calling you Leo because it sounds better. I don't know.
Everyone says Leo because I decided to come up with some weird name. But yeah. Anyways, what I think Leo would be doing right now, probably sending a very panicked letter to Amaya's character. Amaya's
character, Amaya.
No, I mean Amaya's character. No, I mean. Yeah.
That's what will be happening in the immediate. This is 25 years later.
Oh yeah, 25 years later. Leonie's probably back in the psych ward.
That's probably about right.
Spoilers. He's not.
I can't not interrupt someone.
He's probably out of the psych ward.
Me and
probably
Steve.
Screwing around with a new short sword, and I do not want to fight.
I love Garfunkel and Oates. They're so hilarious.
They got rid of all mine.
Are you talking about Simon and Garfunkel?
No, it's two ladies.
The song I sent.
They were on Big Bang Theory.
Never watched.
I think the blonde one was Sheldon's girlfriend, or no, the one that was obsessed with Sheldon.
Was the one
not
slightly shorter one.
Not. Oh, that was the other guy's girlfriend.
Glasses. Yeah.
The Indian guy.
I'm trying to remember the freaking Big Bang lore because my parents loved that show.
Mm-hmm. No, the lady that was obsessed with Sheldon, the tall, smart guy. Well, rude, smart one.
Are you talking about the one that Sheldon would always knock on the door and say, Penny?
No. She wasn't obsessed with him, but no, there was a lady that was obsessed with his stuff, like his
long
work.
Hair, glasses.
Long blonde hair.
She wasn't blonde,
but not Penny. No, I'm not. There was this blonde chick that was like stalking him, basically.
I think we're gaslighting each other because I've never heard of that episode.
Oh no, it was just an ongoing thing for a while. I think she shows up again later. I'm trying to think. And then Amy thanks her for making Sheldon propose to her or something, basically.
So instead of debating the Big Bang Theory lore, how do you think our level 3 party would have met each other? Just like I'm asking everyone who's going to be in this campaign, not just
because I was trying to think of something where, because I left my home because it's basically like, has anyone seen Smokey and the Bandit? What's anybody here?
No.
Do you know what it is?
Know what it is.
So no one's seen it? What's that lady? See, Smokey and the Bandit. There we go.
Well,
Burt Reynolds and Sally Field. So Sally Field is like...
Do me a...
Huh?
Do me a favor there,
oh, shoot.
Wade.
1 second.
Delete that copy you made for me, because I screwed up what I was trying to do with it. Yep.
Small issue. You'd have to be the one to delete the copy, or you just want me to claim it?
No, I want you to delete it from your character.
You claimed it. It should be out of my list.
I signed it.
Yeah, it is. It is out of my list because you were the last one who claimed it. So I can't delete it without claiming it, unless that's what you want me to do quick. Is Proceeded cutting out now, or am I insane?
No, I was just being very quiet.
I can never copy quick.
There we go. Yeah, I figured it out. Go ahead and make another copy.
Oh, okay.
I was going to change some things, which makes sense, but one of the things the way I was going to change them did not as much sense as I had thought it would, so I needed to do it again. I mean, technically, since I'm the DM and they're now considered an NPC, I can change them how I want, but...
Wait, did I unassign the wrong one? Yes, I did. Do not take that one. That's the original.
My cookie's okay.
Huh?
I thought I burned my cookie. This is why I'm not allowed to cook anymore. I burn everything.
You burnt your cookie?
I'm starting to realize how stupid my
I thought I did, but no, I didn't. It's okay.
How could you almost spoil your cookie, Mina?
Well, I wasn't sure if I timed it too long or not, and I was supposed to check it before the timer came all the way, but I didn't. But it turned out okay. So 7 minutes was a good time.
Now I have claimed it.
I claim it for the Empire. Yeah. So Sally Field is getting married to this idiot, and she just runs out at the last second at the altar. So I was thinking of something like that. I jilted my ex-lover, my fiance. She doesn't have like a really good reason either. She's just like, I'm at the altar and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why am I marrying this guy? And then she runs away.
Like the wedding jitters.
Yeah. And it's the son of the sheriff guy, Buford T. Justice. And so he's chasing after them, and she jumps in the car with Burt Reynolds, and he's doing this like high speed, like, I don't know, delivery thing. They're supposed to deliver something, or I forget. It's been a while. But that's not important. So now she likes him. You know, because he's the main character, so she has to have, you know, romance, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm just...
all of Mina's characters always, like, take... We don't need any romance in the story, because all her characters just, you know, you do all the romance for the story, like, tenfold.
Yeah. You gotta tie it together a little bit somewhere. Tie some romance in there.
Yeah. Your character will handle all of that.
Is that what they're calling it these days? Romance? That's what the kids are calling it.
Is that not what it's called?
That's what the kids are calling it. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Let's see.
Let me check something.
Well, I was just putting subclasses and races where I could fit them.
Yeah.
If I were the document I'm looking for, where would I be? The correct answer is right here.
Let's see.
Well,
Celestial and Evocation. Yeah, and I was trying to think of what would be the most interesting information in a short amount of space too for people reading it. Let's see.
Fail.
The Celestial and the Undead. Okay, so I can fit Celestial on the screen here. I've got that. Oh, but you're... Are you both?
360.
I hope Proceeded's character is Patreon is Zen. That would be just fantastic.
Oh,
right.
Now you're making me want to do that.
Right?
I think Paul might have already had that as an idea.
So Dun is the Celestial and the Undead themselves, or is that both worlds?
No, I'm the Undead.
Okay, cool.
And I'm the Celestial.
Yeah.
But you also have the Sorcerer. Let me see if I can fit this in here.
Yeah, I know. I got a whole bunch of things, and I'm only level 10. It's crazy.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Really.
There we go. That's the one I wanted.
Okay, people are just gonna have to know what WL is. The Undead and the Celestial. Undead Warlock. And we'll put a K. Okay, I think that'll fit. We'll see how long Melphus's name is going to be. Meow. Alright, I should be able to fit 6 people that way. I put Steve as Steve the Elf, so that way their name is a little more centered.
Steve the Elf.
Oh man, this cookie is so good. Delicious. It's really big and thick. We like them thick here, boys.
I really want a cookie now.
Yeah. It's from Crumble Cookies.
I'm not good at making cookies.
Cookies is good. I like their
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, I don't have them a lot, but I thought it's good.
I know they're on the West Coast.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Good cookies.
Yeah. I got one in Oregon when I was working there last week.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. I apparently have them here too, so I need to check that out.
When was the last time I took last year?
Big boy.
I don't know. I can't remember the last time.
I got a chocolatey chocolate one. It was so good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not a big fan of super chocolate cookies. It's not my thing.
I'm a mega fan.
That's fair.
I'm a muscle fan. Oh yeah. That's so good. Let's see, we got Changeling and Tiefling. Changeling also sound like a cool race. I was looking at that too.
They're fun.
Yeah. And I like Tiefling as well. That's one I've played before. Very cool looking guys.
I love the art for him that I found. It just fits so well.
Right? It's perfect. Oh yeah, and then the sketch is looking good so far.
Yeah, can't wait to see more of that.
Hell yeah. That's it, finally me and you and me, just us and your friend Steve. I love that proceeded. What I think my favorite one from them so far is God's Loophole.
I just remember hearing that on TikTok, and it reminded me of it. So.
Sweet. Alright, so I've got your subclasses by your characters, and then the command has the races. Let's see, Elf, Wizard, and Evocation Wizard, Evo Wizard. There we go. D&D, it's dynamite.
Don't you mean TNT?
No, D&D.
D&D, obviously.
Yeah, there's a song, there's a video for it. It's awesome.
Ah, okay.
What, is this your first time on the internet?
Apparently so.
What's that proceeded?
It still hasn't updated yet.
It should be. What was changing?
It should be.
No, the command is pretty much like immediate. The chat stuff should be immediate. I left the command like that. Yeah, I left the command like that. I just changed the on-screen stuff.
Ooh, chainmail armor.
Yay. All right.
Do I want to spend 60 coins for this iron pickaxe? Thickest is what to touch.
So how does your character end up with us, Steve? Did you have a backstory to why their name is Steve?
No.
Oh, you should check out that link that Paul put in the Discord. Let's see, was it under DM Paul?
Yeah.
Or resources?
One of the two.
Yeah. Let me check. I think it was resources. Yeah. Go to resources and it says 6 questions to make the ultimate backstory. And it just gives you really good ideas of like what to kind of go for. What kind of stuff to put in. It's a very good video.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very much not like here's 6 things you should make your backstory. It's here's 6 questions you should ask yourself, fill them out.
Yeah.
You still very much decide what your answers to them are. Not like somebody saying, here's how you build a character.
Yeah.
Like, here's the stuff that I ask when I build all my characters, and then
Mhm.
each character gets different answers.
Yeah, it's like kind of gives you direction. Some guidance.
Alright.
Yeah, it gives you
Yes.
ideas.
It'll do. Very much for your service. Passing me a copy of that. Appreciate you, sir. Definitely didn't make any gigantic changes to the aliens.
Leonid's is dead, actually?
No.
No. It'd be amazing if you killed Leonids off when he's not even playing Leonids. He can't even do anything about it.
Jeez.
No, on the contrary, some shit's happened over the last 25 years, and Leonids has found some ways to make that very unlikely.
Oh, good.
What, am I just some paranoid old kook in a cabin?
That's kind of what you alluded to in the end. I mean, your character was always paranoid. I mean, I don't doubt he's become like this old man he's like that crazy old man who tells stories no one believes.
I will tell you that you
But they
made it
actually
to.
realize they're true.
We'll tell you made it to eventually through one of your classes made it to 4th level.
Nice, there you go.
Mhm.
That's a win.
And technically, you have 6th level slots. You just can't pick higher than 4th level spells, but you can.
Oh.
Your lowest spell save DC is 18. Some of them are 19.
Wow.
Depends which class you're casting them from. Because I kept your bard level.
He was stronger than ever.
Yeah, well, he's currently sitting at a solid triple 18 and a 20.
Damn, holy.
Those a level 20.
Oh, well, yeah.
Mhm.
I figure most anyone from the normal campaign in 25 years is probably level 20 at least. I'd imagine.
Unless they were
Also
slacking.
has,
Yeah.
he also, for 1,
Hmm.
2, 3, 4 stats of his are plus 16.
Jesus.
Dang.
Leo got strong.
Oh, that reminds me.
I was about to ask, whatever happened to that strength stat?
Yeah, I was about to say. He
Still a
actually got
solid
muscle.
8.
Okay, keeping it the 8.
I thought about increasing it, but after looking closer at the stuff I added, none of it required strength specifically.
Alright.
Also,
So a shriveled old Leonids in a cabin.
Also, I just realized I actually do need to change that because something I'm going to add to the newer version of them is going to require some.
Oh. Sally Field is such a freaking classic. She's gonna be like my
15.
character.
He knows a 15 strength.
Woohoo!
Better than it was before.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm changing. So. What about changing? You can just wield that. Those can be wielded with either dex or strength either way, so that's. is going to change, however.
She's gonna be my character inspiration. Like having a midlife crisis. I can't get married. It's not time. I still got adventures to do. Oh, she was Aunt May. I forgot about that. Aunt May in The Amazing Spider-Man. And maybe Lincoln is looking for some a companion after what Reina's sister died.
Yes.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
never
he
know.
needs actually fucking dope as hell. 3 18s, a 20, a 15, and a.
Oh wow.
Actually, technically, with following the normal sheet, impossible, but it's half character sheet and half NPC. I gave him what I needed him to have for what I want him to do as an NPC. Good thing he has plus 16 stealth because he has disadvantage.
He has disadvantage on stealth, he said?
Yes, because he's now wearing plate armor. He has 15 strength.
Okay.
Goes nicely with his third class. He's no longer a level 1 Archfey Warlock. Crap that. Also, he lost 1 level in SWAT Rogue so that I could have more levels in something thing.
He just unlearned it.
Well, when the right person wants you to know certain things, they make sure you know certain.
Yeah, they make room for it. Easy for him with his backstory.
And that copied sheet matches my notes. All right. And on that note, we more or less either figured out everything I wanted to figure out, or I put it in your heads what you guys should talk about and figure out before we get there. So, before I pass out, I'm going to go have a smoke and try to get this recording done that I'm going to work that I plan to work on before I remembered. But tonight was session 0.
Yay!
I will, because my YouTube channel is actually fucking growing. Well, now that I've been consistently posting stuff that people are actually wanting to find.
Yeah.
I was saying that, yeah. That's nice.
Very nice. Yeah, the shorts have been helping me out a lot.
I've been trying to decide what I'm going to do for shorts because I don't just want to pull clips out of videos. Now, for you, it's a little different because you've still been doing live stuff you can pull it from.
Yeah.
Whereas for the moment, I put a pause on that because I wanted to focus on just building the whole YouTube channel as a whole. And I was doing all my live streaming on Twitch, so I'm like, I could still do it, but it was also being stupid last time I tried to stream, so I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna focus on the thing that my computer will let me do more effectively.
Yeah. Well, you can also have like a backup channel where you just have the live stuff.
Well, the problem though is, if I'm gonna do live stuff through YouTube, I want it to be on that channel because I hopefully want to get views from the odds. And
Yeah, I'm just saying if you were worried about it interfering or something.
well, I'm not worried about it interfering. I'm literally just worried about OBS, like crashing the actual stream while it's happening.
True. Yeah, I've done it where I've been recording and doing live, so I've got it doing the recording thing as well.
Oh, that's what I always do too.
Yeah.
But I'm not worried about losing the footage. I'm literally just worried about it not working properly. But yeah, I still kind of feel like because I enjoy playing it, that I want to have Stardew Valley on my channel. But I realized doing a normal playthrough, no one was finding it. So I think I'm gonna do like a year one in a newbie modder play Stardew Valley expanded playthrough and see if that works.
Yeah. The expanded stuff looks cool.
Plus leaving the playthrough I started. I don't want to delete it because it did get small amounts, but a handful of views that I'll technically not have credit for if I delete the videos. Building the channel purposes. Yeah. I hate leaving something like unfinished, so I might do like play till the end of the season in the other one just to say I finished, had a stopping point. But like my wrestling game videos are averaging minimum 150 to 200 views each. Stardew videos for just a normal playthrough were 20.
Yeah.
Like, so if I'm gonna do Stardew, I'm gonna have to do something. Yeah, I'm also kind of lazy and don't want to edit a ton, so I don't want to do one of the videos I've seen other people do where it's like, I played 100 Days of Stardew Valley expanded. Here's an hour and a half long single video edited version where half of it, 3/4 of it's cut out and it highlights. That seems to be a popular way to do it. Like people's videos get good views when they do that, but I don't want to edit that.
Yeah, people want the editing.
But see, they don't always, especially with games like that one.
Yeah, it depends.
It's just, I just need to hope that when I'm going to do it, it would switch over to an expanded playthrough though, and see if the selling point of I've never touched Stardew Valley expanded, and now I'm playing it will draw some attention. Either way, I'll in the background, I'm going to be doing more wrestling for a while too, which I know is getting. So, speaking of which, I got to go do that before I fall asleep. So I will talk to you all soon.
All right, have fun, y'all.
Have a good night.
Oh yeah, I don't get a whole lot of views, but I'm hoping that I'll get more subscribers from these YouTube shorts and then figure the rest out later. Okay. Oh, Pando got a hug. Nice. All right, it's time for some plate up. Oh yeah. All right, good night, y'all.
Good night.
Oh man. Poor baby horsey. He was such a cutie. I don't think our horsey's gonna make it. We had a horse born yesterday. Man. He was such a cutie. I think the mom wasn't letting him get milk because he was already not gonna make it. But we had to try anyways. Poor thing. Sometimes that happens though, when you're breeding. Such a cutie. But we still have 5 beautiful babies that are super healthy and awesome. They're doing great. Let's see where I put them in. Oh, here. I put some of them in here. Oh, Wally is such a cutie. Oh, little scout. What a goof. I love him. I love her. There's Mona. Oh, Mona's not here anymore. They moved out. The housemates moved out. And it's no longer Christmas here. Christmas is gone. Oh, so many cutie pies. They're so cute. There's Mina. You can just barely see her eyes. Christmas kitty. But I still have all the ornaments. Oh, I love that. Oh, here we go. Here's some of the babies. Okay, so these are the babies that are doing really well. Just chilling in the hay. Bess, oh, I love Bess's hair. Just, oof. She's so fluffy. My floofy baby. And the babies, oh, the babies were running by here. Here, I thought you were going to keep Christmas at least until July. Yeah, like, why even take it down? I was enjoying it. It'll just be a permanent fixture. Yep, it's gone now. But now you can see the Anthony Schmidt picture a little better. Anthony Schmidt photography. Very cool. He takes pictures, well, he takes little tiny like toy cars and then takes these amazing pictures that look real. So he went to the beach, so the water is real, and then he made this platform and decorated it. This is a table, and he decorated to look like sand. And then he put the toy cars on top, the models. Beetles on the beach. So cool. We got 3 cars. There you go. So perfect. And he does this like perspective photography so it looks like a real car. But they're just really tiny cars. Honk honk. Boop boop. Yeah. I need to make a command. I don't think I have a command for that yet. Let me go find. Let's see. Oh, more horsies. There's Sweetie and her mini me. Sweetie and her little boy. They're so sweet. Aw. My cuties. Oh yeah. These were good ones too. Little ones. Wendy had a little baby. There we go. And Hershey. I guess we could name it Brownie. I'm trying to think of some names. Hershey and Brownie. Wendy and Stormy. Wendy's mom was Stormy. I can probably steal her name. Stormy Jr. All right, let's see, change it to plate up. There we go. Plate up. Perfect. Honk honk. Oh yeah, I'm really addicted to this game now. Ooh, Becca's doing Stardew. Nice. That's so fun seeing like what people in Discord are streaming, like on the top right corner here. I'm glad I added that. Enjoy Espresso, one of our bunny friends. Non-stop trash plays, love it. Resident Evil 4 remake. One day I'll have to try those games. Oh yeah. I think, did I make a Kain one? Well, I think he's got it here anyways. Let me fix this. We don't need this anymore. And I can, what I can do, oh, I just love this character so much. Let me turn this one off. See. There. Then I'll turn this one back on. There. Oh, yes. I kind of want to make it bigger because of how cute it is. I could move it here. It's so cute. Ah. Okay. This was the D&D. There. D&D ones. Got that off. There, that's much better. Little birdie. Oh, jeez. No, I want the birdie. There we go. Yes! I am large and in charge. Kaka! Oh, it's perfect. I love the little feathers, little tail. Yes, killer, I love it. Oh, yeah. See. There. You can never have too much burb. Fire burb! My burbies. Hell yeah. Oh, did I put this back on? Let's see.